Hello everyone, it's me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a saint who might not be super famous, but who was exactly what the church needed at a very difficult time. His name is Pope Saint Dionysius, and his story is all about calm, quiet strength. Imagine a huge storm just passed through your town. Trees are down, buildings are damaged, and everyone is a little scared and confused. That's kind of what the church was like when Dionysius became pope in the year 259. A terrible persecution under the Roman Emperor Valerian had just ended. Many Christians had been killed, and a lot of priests and bishops were gone. The church was in pieces, and people didn't know what to do next. This is where our saint comes in. It's Dionysius, who is sometimes called Dionysius of Rome to avoid confusion with other saints with the same name, was chosen to lead. He was known as a gentle and wise man. He wasn't looking for power or fame, just wanted to help put things back together. His leadership wasn't loud or flashy, but it was steady and faithful, and that's exactly what everyone needed. So how bad was it? Well, many church buildings had been destroyed. Priests and bishops were missing. Some Christians had even given up their faith because they were so afraid. Felt like everything was broken. Dionysius rolled up his sleeves and got to work. He helped organize new leaders and encouraged everyone to start coming together again. He reminded them that even after all the suffering, God was still with them. One of the most beautiful things he did was show mercy to those who had been weak. Instead of punishing them, he welcomed them back with open arms. He showed that the church was a place for healing, not judgment. He also made sure that when people gathered to pray, everything was done in a respectful and orderly way. His calm and steady hand brought peace where there had been fear and chaos. He didn't do it all by himself, of course, but his guidance was the glue that held everything together. Pope Dionysius's care didn't stop at the borders of Rome. He had a big heart for the whole church. When he heard that Christians in a faraway place called Cappadocia had been attacked and taken prisoner, he didn't just pray for them. He'd sent money to help rescue those who had been captured. He also sent funds to help them rebuild their destroyed churches. This showed people everywhere that they were not alone and not forgotten. He was also a great pen pal. He wrote letters to bishops and priests in other lands, offering them guidance and support. His letters were full of kindness and wisdom, helping to keep the church united in love and truth. He didn't just send empty words, he sent real help. This is what made his care so powerful. He reminds us that true leaders are servants. They think about others first, serving with a quiet heart and open hands. Now, during this time, there was also a lot of confusion about what the church actually taught. Some people were spreading ideas about God that weren't quite right, and others were misunderstanding important truths about Jesus. Dionysius stepped in to clear things up, but he did it with incredible patience. There was a situation with a bishop in the East, also named Dionysius, which must have been confusing. This other Dionysius had said some things that made people worry he was teaching the wrong thing about God the Father and Jesus the Son. Instead of getting angry and starting a fight, Pope Dionysius wrote to him and gently asked for an explanation. He wanted to listen and understand before making any judgments. The bishop explained what he truly meant, and the problem was solved peacefully. This shows just how fair and patient Dionysius was. He valued truth, but he also valued unity and peace. His example helped protect the church from falling into error while also keeping it together. Pope Dionysius didn't have a very long time as pope. He was elected in 259 and passed away in 268. But in those 9 years, he did so much to help the church heal and recover. He died peacefully, not as a martyr, which was pretty rare for popes back then. His work was done. He had rebuilt, taught, and cared for the flock. His time as pope was a true gift. People remembered him as that calm, caring leader who never seemed to lose his cool. He wasn't loud or dramatic. He just did what needed to be done with love and patience. The peace he helped create allowed the church to grow strong again. After his death, his name was remembered with honor. He had served faithfully and left the church much stronger than he had found it. So why is he a saint? Pope Dionysius was honored as a saint for his incredible faithfulness and gentle leadership. He wasn't known for big, fiery speeches or massive miracles. He was remembered for helping people, restoring peace, and guiding the church with a steady, loving hand. His feast day is December 26th, the day right after Christmas. It's a quiet day when the church also remembers Saint Stephen, the first martyr. It feels perfect that Dionysius, a man of peace and quiet strength, is honored during this holy season. So, what can we learn from this quiet but powerful saint? First, that leadership doesn't have to be loud. Dionysius showed up after a disaster and led with calm and kindness. He rebuilt the church by being patient and faithful. He also showed us what it means to care for everyone, not just the people right in front of us. He sent help to those far away, reminding them they were part of the same family. And when disagreements came up, he didn't rush to anger. He listened. He asked questions. He worked for peace. He knew that truth and kindness belong together. His life shows us that doing simple things with great love can bring about amazing change. He's a wonderful reminder to stay steady in tough times, to listen more than we speak, and to care for others without needing any praise for it. Imagine being asked to be the Pope right after the last one was killed, and the whole church was in hiding. That's what Dionysius walked into. It took a whole year before he could even be officially elected because everyone was still too scared of the Roman soldiers. Once he was in charge, he was like an ancient Roman version of a fixer-upper. He got to work rebuilding churches and getting everything back in order. He also wrote a ton of letters. If he had email, he probably would have crashed the servers. We talked about that funny moment when he had to correct another bishop who was also named Dionysius. Can you imagine that conversation? "Hey Dionysius, this is Dionysius. We need to talk about that thing you said." People respected him because he was the calm in the middle of the storm. He sent money and supplies to struggling communities, kind of like an early Catholic aid worker, but probably wearing a toga. He encouraged people to get back to normal life after years of persecution, essentially saying, "It's safe-ish to go back to Mass now, everyone." It's also pretty cool that he worked with both the eastern and western parts of the church, keeping them connected long before Zoom calls made it easy. Nice. And here's a weird one. His name, Dionysius, means follower of Dionysus, the Greek god of wine. A strange name for a pope, but hey, it worked. Even though he wasn't flashy, he kept the church together when it could have easily fallen apart. Well, that's like trying to hold jelly in your hands without dropping it. He didn't write a famous book or become a household name, but he showed up when people needed him most. He was buried in the catacombs of Calixtus in Rome, a place packed with saints. Pope Saint Dionysius is a great model for anyone who has to step in after a crisis and calmly get things done. He proves that you don't need drama to be a great saint. Sometimes the best kind of leader is the one who quietly, faithfully, and lovingly puts the pieces back together. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn about this wonderful, gentle shepherd of the church. I hope his story inspires you. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the saints. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. See you next time, and God bless you always.